Don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun?
Check 1 2 1 2.
It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? He's busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I should say thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You was star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Now show how freaky you are.
So I'm just gonna be away for 1 hour. Please don't break anything. And I might have a surprise for you.
Give me a miracle. I need a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Talk to be critical. Show me your mental state before we get physical. Pour some water in your cup, let it drip. Now look straight into my eyes and you sip. It's about time that you shine. Take off that leash so that we can have some fun. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freak it dog. Now show how freaky you are. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Freak it
Hey, there's Celinda. Hey, Celinda. Hey, thank you for the heads up. I had been sitting here talking away. Muted as usual. That sounds like something I would do. Thank you for saying that. Hey, well, now I gotta go through the whole spiel all over again. Welcome to surprise. It's a surprise stream. I was doing a membership stream, and what I was doing is just going over my CoinX account because I got a smart margin position over there. And all I'm really doing tonight is just going over some trade setups, and I'm going to post them over in Telegram group. So I figured, why not just go live and stream it? Since this is all I'm going to be doing now, and I already did all the stuff I don't feel comfortable just throwing out to the world, you know, behind the wall membership there. I can just come over here and start putting the setup. So that's all I'm doing tonight. And it's part of me managing my spot margin account. So these are some of the trades I got going over there. Some of the ones I'm looking at tonight are some that I can take or leave. So I'm just identifying for myself. I'm identifying take profit areas, and then I'm actually going to put these trades in. So I just posted this, so that's what I'm doing right now. But hopefully we got sound. Hopefully we got everything going good now, right? All right, so Pith, what I'm finding on this one is we got a 786 area here. Might be bouncing off of it, and for anyone that's thinking about getting into it, looks like there might be a nice little swing trade to be happening for it. And it looks like a safe entry after we cross over this trend line, break above it. We'll be also crossing my 9-moving averages. Man, those are two triggers for me, and I'm saying yes, it's worth it. You can snipe it, go down to a 4-hour, kind of see what's going on, and you know it's got some work to do. This trend line that it broke here is going to be a headache. That's why I've got some take profits up there, because I think she's going to have some back and forth, a lot of back and forth until she finally gets above it. To the, you know, just really starts going on an upward trajectory. But it's the start of a reversal here, in my personal opinion, just waiting for some confirmations. So putting that out there, and this is how I'm playing it. And now I just need to go in here and put some sell orders in. And we're on Pith. So it's pretty much 70 cents there. And what is it, 57? All right, I've got those orders in there where I can take profit at these two areas. Not selling all of my bag, I'm just taking a little. Explain all that on the membership bag stream, how I'm working that overall strategy with spot margin. But I just need to peel a little profit off of some of these bags, and those are the areas I plan to do it. Next one on my list here. Let's see. I'm checking at the screen, making sure everything's cool. Everything's kosher. All right, margin account. What else we got to work with? I've got too many positions over and over here. They keep adding some, and I had them on spot, so I moved them over to work with them. And so I'm like, spot margin, man. I can double my bag like that at the right time, and do it the right time in the market, like when we were down. I love it. Yeah, I need to. My account has recovered a lot today, thanks to spot margin. Kusama. I'm in Kusama. Oh, Kusama. Yeah, you ain't nowhere near helping me out. I'm just 36. Oh, yes, Kusama. You doing your big old type 2. I'm actually going to leave this one alone. This one has got the potential to recover all this mess. We're talking about $500. Where's our notable areas? Somewhere around 70. 116, 186. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this one do what it wants to do. It's going to have some downside and tricky stuff going on right now. Anyway, we got the daily, the 50 crossed horribly over that 200. She'll probably try to move up to these areas, about $33, and I don't know. It's going to be shaky. However, it's going to be shaky down here for a little bit, but she can, and eventually she gets above this area here, then she's ready to start moving on. So I'm just going to leave things the way they are. Overall, we've got a trend line here that we broke, and it's not too horrible, but it's going to eventually be resistance at some point. It'd be cool if she comes down to 24. She might. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about taking profits on that one. I'm doing pretty good on that one. I'm in no danger. I might even. No, I'm not going to add. I'm not going to find a place to add. All right, and they've got Tau over there. I just noticed that they just added Tau and CoinX to spot margin. So I was like, really? So now I got a whole Tau, and I'm like, cool. She's in danger of coming down though. So Tau's lost this major trend line. What we can hope for, what would be awesome if she bounces back up in here and just goes crazy and starts hitting these other targets we were looking at. That's what we'd hope for, and it could happen. We're finding some support here, but made a lower low. So I'm going to. I mean, seriously, if we took a measured move from this guy, yeah, it would be scary. So we're not going to do that, but we will take a Fibonacci. From this low to that high, and we're not quite down to the 786. I've got that a yellow line. I wonder why that is. I bet it is if I pull it down here. Is it? Oh, okay. So confluence for the overall move, it's bouncing off the 618. For its actual move, it's a 786. Either way, it should be bouncing from here, right? Bottomed out on a lot of our indicators here. We only had two touches or two rolls up to the top there. 100 moving average is above the 200, meaning we can get some. I think she's going to try to bear trap it or do a bear trap and get back into the pattern. So what we need to do in this situation is draw a trend line here, and we're looking for a breakout. Catch a breakout of that, and then awesome. She's going to have a problem up here around 453, but it is still possible that she might. We might be able to pick it up at 323 at some point. I mean, it can happen. I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping that we regain this, and this 21 moving average kind of just glances off that 200. It just does a U-turn right there, and this also influences this 50, and it starts going up that way because the 200, the 100, they're all headed up there. We could pull up our bigger moving averages there. Yeah. 360 here, so they're stacked up. Momentum's in our favor for Tau. I'm actually liking this. I would be. So I've already been nibbling down through here. I'm already in because I like buying bottoms. It's just, a little higher risk, but I'm fairly confident we're gonna start making a comeback on this one. She might get a little juicy. I like this one. I don't know. Is it worth putting it as a? It's not really a trade setup. I'll just put it out the chart. So with the daily, look for a break of. Can we do a comment? Do the comment. Comment. Oh, look for a possible breakout above the trend line. Always recommend tight stops. And I can't see what that says at all. Is there a way to... Hey. I don't know if I like doing it that way or not. All right, so for Tao, we'll copy this and post it over in the community there. Haven't been posting any setups in a while because, well, we just haven't really had a good market for it. Tao. See, a Tao might have breakout potential, put it that way. And let's see, parentheses, we'll do dotted line. All right, so we got that posted over there. That's how that looks. For anybody just joined, I'm just on here just doing a random stream because I'm going through some charts, just post them over in the community. Thought, hey, I might as well do that online here. And I still plan on doing the actual late night stream that we normally do every night too. All right, so I think we got that. That one, wow! Can we get that off? Token unlocks, man. Are they affecting anything? There we go. There's Pith. Coming up a token unlock on Pith in about 4 days there. Can we get a bump up before? I hope so. I'm going to take a little profit on that before that happens. So we just now looked at Tao. Let's see the next one on my list here. And I'm really managing... Some of these I'm just managing some trades. Altcoin. Man, you doing good? Are you double topping? I see you double topping, maybe. Are you? You can. It looks like you trying. I'm looking for divergence on the RSI here on the daily, these tops, and it's not really quite there yet. So that means she could still be bullish. She gets above this area, man. That's pretty good. We'll be heading to $8.99. That's about the $9 area. Ichimoku Cloud says, yeah, it could happen. She's real thin over here in green. I like that idea. Come go to a little bit of a bigger chart here. Oh, look at this. Look at this on the 3-day. I got a cross over here. I got a little sliver of blue coming in on this bullish histogram. So a bullish cross there. 3-day suggests she's wanting to go for it. Above the 9 moving average. Got all the signs I like. Says she's ready to rock on. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm looking at that $10 area for ton. Actually. And okay, so what are you doing right now, ton? She's losing it a little bit here on the 8 hour. I don't normally check that out, but it's just where I landed. 4 hours is the one I like to look at. She's struggling a little bit, not bad. So this target right here, or this area, we got to get above that guy. I was looking at that for resistance earlier. So if we get above this, if she starts wicking or trending back to the upside there, or she breaks above this area, makes a higher high, could keep going, and I'll be looking for the little $9 than $10. I'm actually going to. I'm seriously expecting her to break down here to this area about 668. Let's take this trend line. So that's not a trend line. It is now. Basically, how I play this is that I've got a trend line, and that's my line in the sand. And if I'm going to put a stop loss anywhere, it's going to trail beyond this line. Perfect way to set your stop loss if you're swing trading is to just trail it up underneath this line. See these candles right here? Put it right underneath the line there. It's got to come all the way down here and make a lower low. Get way below, break this trend line. You know you'd be out. And that way, she comes down for a stop hunt or something. You're likely to survive. You're putting it. Just go right under the candle and then go right under the trend line. And it's a good way to avoid the stop hunts, I have found. So it looks like we might retest these areas. What I had 668 or maybe somewhere. I mean, we can get Fibby if we want to try to find something. 679, 679. I might put a little bit of an order at 679, see if I can catch it at that trend line. I like buying on the trend line, man. That's low risk to me. Because you can, like I said, put a stop loss under here if needed. I'm not so much having to trip out about a stop loss on this particular type of trade that I'm doing, but all right, so I am up on this one, so I can actually afford to take a little bit of a risk. And I'll put me a little $680 is what I'm looking for right there. Okay, so if I get my way and get a buy there, by the time it comes up to 679, I make 12% gains on that. Put that in for 5x leverage, and then that's a lot more than 12% gains, isn't it? I don't think I really have 5x. I think it's more around 3. That would put me about okay, yeah. I can go with 33% gains. Possible up here to $10, and I'm looking at 46% gains. This is just spot price for 46%. Ton looks interesting. It's just got to get past this area here. These areas. That is cool. And that's good too. This is 800 moving average, and this is the 660, 660. 360 right here. They're good to go. The 100's crossing the 200 right now. That might pull us down a little bit. All right, so zooming out on this, see, we got this trend line. This is our trend. If we lose that trend, we should get one more hump out of this. So I am looking for 670 and something like that to happen. I'm looking for a higher high out of this. 3 humps in the dump. And then it'll probably pull back to the area that we're at now. But if I'm wrong and she decides to break here, well, we got the bottom of this trend line to look for, and that brings us down to about 575, somewhere in that area we got to look at. So when I am strictly when I am strictly swing trading, like especially perps or something like that, this is what I'm following the trend lines, man, and this is telling me when to get out. When it starts losing that trend line and my moving averages start failing, and then that's exit. So you get all this little meaty area from your entry up to your exit position, and any more that you take while you're, things are going crazy and everybody's thinking that it's going to the moon. But you get stopped out in profit here at 139%. And then you look for the next swing, and you start following the trend lines. And you got an overall one, and you can even get a little bit more risky and move it down here. But once you get a break of it, get your confirmations, get your trigger, you enter, and then you got all the gains until you break this trend line that we're on, which hasn't broke yet. So currently, pulling that off would be up about 34% gains just buying the breakout. But I let the trend line tell me when I need to get in and get out. I don't do it subjective. It's like, well, because price is so far away from this moving average or the 21, because that's just subjective. That doesn't tell me anything. Now, 9 crossing the 21, that tells me something. Or price crossing the 9 moving average, that tells me something. And a price crossing over a trend line tells me something. That gives me solid areas, solid places to execute an exit strategy rather than just kind of guessing. Or the stochastics are up at the top, because stochastics can do that. They can stay up at the top and price can just keep skyrocketing and you miss everything. At least if you're doing it you got a stop loss set underneath the trend line, and if price just decides to go freaking parabolic, you're riding it. The thing you want to do is ride the trend, and I see a lot of people demonstrating trading, and they're just getting out really early, man, not letting the trend develop or even take off. It's just like, but a lot of it's being traded on small time frame, and here we are on the bigger time frames where you make the more money, you make bigger gains on bigger time frames, and that's why I like it. That's why I swing trade. It takes longer, but you make bigger gains. You're not going in and out and getting all those just racking up taxable events after taxable events. I mean, one popper YouTubers jumping in and out with I don't know, $50 to $100 profit is a massive gain and mind blowing in their opinion, and that's cool. Sometimes the profits I'm shooting for around $1,500 gains, but I'm putting a lot less at risk. But they're probably, jumping in and out. So you get so you luck up and get a $50 gain. Well, you're going to have to give $25 of that to Joe Biden if you're in the U.S. It's just what they're moving towards. So keep that in mind. At least this way you can get at least bigger gains and not as many, those little ins and outs. I like it. Some people like scalping. I'm not much of a scalper. I will do it when I see the opportunity, but it's not that main thing because they don't make the big money. The people in crypto that make the biggest gains, one, your hodlers, DCAers, your investor category, they make the biggest ones, hands down, especially if you're getting in early at the bottom of the market, which we work here on this channel, and that's why we're doing so good. Yeah. So building up those bags, position trading, those are the ones that are making the biggest gains. Then you come your swing traders. But your scalpers, you can, but it's just, it's so much work, and you just spend so much time. Why do you need to do that? If you work a 9 to 5, swing trading is your best thing. Well, outside of if you're trying to trade, swing trading is what you need to go with, man, because you can let it ride. Let the swing play out over days. And look how long the swing's been going on. This has been going on since May 1st. And so it was possible if whatever your strategy is, mine would be buying the bottom of this trend line here. So I'm a degen. I've already been in this thing. But look, just over the period of how long? From May 1st to 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It's up 40%. Got up as high as 50% gains from that. Now at 3x leverage, what I have here. Well, that's considerably more. Hey, Hey, we got people talking. Hey, what's up, people? Mr. Miles, you caught us off guard. I like to do that. Slinda says Pith got crushed. Yeah, it did, didn't it? And I think it's going to. I think it might continue. Did you start off muted again? You know it, Mr. Miles. I was doing a private or a members only stream because I just want to get back to the people that are, you know. I think the membership's what was it, like $3 or something, and you got support. That's cool. And Haven comes in and throws memberships around, and some people get free. I just want to do something extra. But then I, you know, got through all the sensitive stuff that I put behind that wall, and I thought, well, I'll just come on here and just do some live setups and everything. Because I'm working on my account. What I'm doing is I'm setting some take profit areas on some trades. That's basically what I'm doing. So I'm just going to post these over to our free trading community, and then later tonight I'll go on my regular stream where I just plan on screening through a bunch of coins. Hey, there's Angel's Chest. Guess this? Yep. He started muted. Did you know your thumbnails look very similar to Bill Maher's Club Random Podcast thumbnails? No. I'll have to take a look. I don't know. Some people hate my thumbnails. I don't know. I've got a system where it's easy for me to do, so I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. All right, so we did Tau. I'm not doing Tezos. Pancake Swap. What's going on with Pancake Swap? I gotta manage that little guy. Did I post this little guy? I did Toncoin right here. Did I post this guy? Nope, I did not. Okay, I gotta post this guy. All right, so I'm getting kind of lazy and not feeling like putting a bunch of details about what my thought process is right now. Figure it out, damn it. This was a free group. No, I kid you. All right, so this is ton. Okay, so next one on our list was what? Cake. Ooh, baby, is that good or is that bad? All right. We're looking for a breakout above that. Looks like she might want to try that. So this is, I guess, still got the bigger moving averages on. I don't usually keep them on, but when they're on here, worth paying attention to. And the 666 did not cross. It stayed above the 800. 800 is coming down. That's not so cool. 360 is coming down. That's kind of weird and scary, but 200. I mean, they've kamikazed these, but they're still up in right order. So I think Kate's going to she's going to make a little comeback, and we should start seeing $3 out of her again. So, Cake, let's zoom out. Let's turn. What is going on over here? What the hell is that? Oh, there's more stuff there. Zoom out to the daily. I was doing some wild crap there. Buy zone hit. Ooh, look at that. Nailed it. She got down 110. Jeez. All right, so that's not crazy. That's not awesome. This is cool. We got a 200 moving average trying to cross over Lucy's line there. That might be cool. I don't know. Really, I'm not crazy about what I'm seeing. I'm really not. All right, let's clear this guy out. I just want a nice fresh screen here. Let's take these guys off. We lost that. That's the problem. That's a big problem. Because that was nice. That could bring us down. She might be fighting support here at 238. Whatever that is, it's kind of falling not on a fib. or at least not on one of these fibs. Let's see if we can identify where that's coming from. Oh, stop that. Come on now. Where are you? Here? All right, let's pull this guy up. Yeah, that's not really making sense to me. That might, but still. Well, yeah, I don't like it. I would actually put you here. I think it just came back down, all the way back down, maybe. Off the get-go, I've got to put this guy in at 193. I don't know if we hit it or not, but she's on the radar. She's on the table for a possibility, because if we lose this level, that's where we're headed. Down to just a little bit below $2. I am concerned about... well, not too terribly. I say possible breakout coming in here with it coming back up to about 312. That's what I'm running with. And that's the targets I'm going to put in where I'm taking some profit. If we make it up there, cool. If we don't, then I've got some buy prices down here, maybe a little lower, 151 if we get there. No guarantees that we will. But that's basically how I'm playing this. I'm not going to post this one. There's really nothing to post. It's got a lot of work before it even does an actual breakout, and there's a sign that it may not. But we got 312. I need to take some profit. And 363. All right, cool. We got that taken care of. Move on to the next one. Mr. Miles, I put forth motion to change the channel name to Road Boomer Crypto. Look up any of the full episodes of Club Random, you'll see the similarities, but his clipped videos are different. I've actually gotten... well, now you got me curious. Bill Maher, right? How we... take a little break. I'm not even sure if I'm spelling his name right. It should figure it out, though. Bill Maher. That can't be right. Only 944 subscribers. Is this somebody? Oh. Club Random Podcast. Okay, here we go. Oh, 571,000 subscribers. I'll try to click on it. Can you guys hear that? Because I can hear that. I don't know if you guys can. I don't think you guys can. Probably. Oh, I like the lighting back there too. Yeah, we got that whole neon thing going on. I like the neon thing. He's got the bricks, and that's what I got in my intros. I got bricks. Kind of like a comedy background. Cool. I like lighting like that. Cool. Are we still playing? We got Kate taken care of. If she pulls back, she's been finding support, what, around 240, 241. It's at 260 right now. That might be an area if somebody's looking at. There is a higher low there, so that's why I'm looking for a possibility of a breakout here. I'm just not convinced it's going to be exciting. Throw these ideas out there. I guess I could post this. I'm not going to put any instructions on it. Breakout, maybe. Wow, you sound so excited. Yeah. It's not really great. It is not where I mean, you would only be interested if you're already in a trade for this one. It's not the time to jump in my personal opinion. You need some confirmations before you just say, oh, I want to get into this one. Because I'm sure there's some much better setups out there that could make you money quicker than this particular setup. I just happen to be in it, and I'm just managing it. So let's see what's next on our list with Kate. Waves is on my list. How is Waves doing? Oh, Waves bounced off my buy zone here, and now she's at our resistance area. I'm not ready to sell you yet, Wave. I'm not. Got a big Ichimoku cloud here. Now, this is similar to what we looked at just a minute ago, except for this part of it was lowered down below the trend line. I expect this one to try to make a bear trap, man. This is a great little buy zone. We're above $2 at 221. We're at 252 now. For me personally, I'm looking for it to bang back into here, and if it goes back in here, then I'm putting a higher target on this one. I'm going to play this one. If she gets back in this megaphone pattern, I mean, she could come all the way back up here at $4 or $5. I'm going to put a take profit right here at 296 there. Just to take a little nibble. Because I want that dry powder. I like the dry powder. This area right over here, 382, looks interesting too, but just to simplify things, I just like to take a bib measure. I take swing high to swing low. 386. I'll go with that one. And I'm just setting limit orders there just so I can set and forget it. I don't have to worry about this anymore. And we start coming down lower, oh well, I guess I'll start to buy because she's been holding this level for a long time. Still looks like a great little buy zone at $2 with the possibility of it selling it at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and however high it goes. It's been up to about $30 or $40 before, so. Right, Waves. Sometimes when she gets going, she gets it going. All right, so Waves is taken care of. Next one on my list is, oh great, really, H-bar. Yeah, she had that great little news that came out and then found out I think there's nothing really much to it. Had a run up all the way up to 18 cents there. Megaphone pattern, look man, respected it, respected it. Is it the news or is it the pattern? Tell me. Is it the news or is it the pattern? Well, some people hate patterns. I just say trend lines, and trend lines happen to form to patterns, which are usually, you know, if you zoom out, either channels or some form of triangle for real. Could we consider that a nice little heartbeat pattern? Then it looks like it flushed everybody out from the longest shorts, the bottoms to the tops is, and we're hanging here at what, a 618 Fibonacci area? Let me get rid of that little thing. That didn't help me out at it. All right, yeah. And we regained it. Cool. Nice. Okay. Me personally, I like it. I don't really give a crap if I stay in this one or not, so I've got lots of little targets here that I can put on my little radar and sell off some of this little guy. But I'm not going to exclude these higher targets, which could start at 20 cents. So I'm basically on this one, I'm hitting every fib. That is what I am going to do because I don't have much conviction for this. I'm trying to weed this one out with part of a strategy. I've got too many spot margin positions open, and this is one that's going to get weeded out. And the profits go to just take out my original capital in that. And I don't even want to mark those. I'm just going to fib it. All right, H-Bar, let's get a sales plan for you, baby. How much can I? Really? Okay, I can do that. So I'm just starting right up here. But you got potential to possibly hit every one of these little fib areas. Line them up. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price could possibly go. And I got 23.4. So I'm just going to plug these in real quick. Not doing anything too crazy. I'm just taking out a set amount actually from about each fib or fib area. I might skip a few. I'll go to 22 there. Setting limit orders. That's a good one. I like that one. 2007. And this will build up some dry powder for me. And if I decide I want to do something, add it back in at a cheaper price, better entry or something, I can do that. Otherwise, I just let that dry powder build up and pay off my Bitcoin, grow my Bitcoin baggers. I'm all about stacking the sats. And we got 17,158. About done here. $16,2. And the nice 618 Fibonacci area, 14.6. Started, I'm even going to get you at 13.4. All right, those targets are set. Come back to chat, see what you guys are up to. Can you explain price discovery and what I should be looking for automatically? Price discovery? Well, I mean, Bitcoin's a good example. We can go use Bitcoin. If I can find a good chart that's not all messed up, drawn up. I think I simplified that. I got. All right, so price discovery is when you make you break out past the all-time high, and that's what we did recently with Bitcoin, right? But this number right here, it's what's, according to this chart, this was our all-time high. And so we broke above it and made a higher high. Now, price discovery is when we maintain above that. And at some point we'll do that and go into price discovery for Bitcoin. So we'll come back up, and now we got to go above this particular high. We're just beating our past record, basically. So this is the new price that we've got to beat to get up above it. And once we do, then it's, we don't know where we're going. We've got nothing to the left, because all this time I mean, support resistance traders always look into the past history for support and resistance. When you go in the price discovery, you don't have that anymore. You don't. So it's all speculative. Nobody knows. But that's why I love fibs. Because the fibs somehow know. Because everything, all those ratios are based on past ratios, and man, it's a beautiful math. It's God's math. Is the only way I can explain it. I put full confidence in Fibonacci. So that's what I use to do that. And you can use projections. And to do it correctly, we pull from previous high to low. And then we got these extensions that we can go with. And off the rip, you're wanting to look at least at a 1618. Will it make it up that high? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of history here. I need to pull one more pull on Bitcoin, really, from earlier history. If I had that, I would have a little bit more information to add here. But just going by what I got here, just say if you're in a situation like this, you want to look at the 1618 because that's a 1-to-1 move from where we were. That balances out, and that's at 102,000. And then from there, man, you're at variations of that. So all the 618s will come into play, all the evens, like the 2s, the 3s, that will all come into play because that'll be a 1-to-1 move. That's where you pull your fib here to swing high to swing low. That's your move. And so a 1-to-1 move would just be stacking that on top of each other. And so that's why you want to keep in touch with it. Because in essence, you're the same thing as doing a channel, a horizontal channel. So the fibs work pretty good for that. So you always want to keep up with those zeros. So there should be like a 3 here. So I don't have it marked out, but there should be a 3 Fibonacci here. And then all the 3618s, and that's usually about the top. The 3618 should be based on this move here. That should be as high as we'd hope to get normally. But then as it gets up there, there's going to be ups and downs and other legs, and then we can take measurements from that and figure some things, some ideas out. So we're projecting ahead, and I love it, man. Because 83,615 will be a number that we're going to contend with, and we'll probably get shot down at. This has got a high probability of happening. So let's mark that little sucker since we got it pulled up. Predict the future, and some people say, "Oh, that don't work, man. You can't do that." And I'm like saying, it's played out too many times in the past, man. When I've done this before, other than in price discovery, these fibs get hit. And I mean, it's so powerful that's why I think you need to know your fibs. So, fibby baby. 83404. So over to the right, wherever you draw your line, is where your actual number is. And I try to put a little price line, and it may not line up with it. But just some ideas. But price discovery is just we don't know, man. We're going into uncharted territory. And there's little tricks that we can do along the way to figure it out. Measured moves, Fibonacci, and trend lines. Because you can also do the trend lines to help you out. And then you see where they all overlap and correspond, intersect, possibilities of that. I mean, we build upon those ideas. I like this. It looks like we're getting a bounce off of this little idea. I took this support resistance flip here, just carried that angle. I'm a big fan of angles, just like WD Gann was a big fan of angles, because he was on to something. He was one of the most awesome traders out there, traders and investors. If it's important to him, and his success rate's a hell of a lot more better than mine or anybody else's I know. I believe in what he says, so there's something to it. I use it, and we're going to bounce off of that, so that's cool. And then we just keep following that. Actually, I would trust that more than I would the one that I just drew there for my angle. And we can apply this this thing right here. Just always looking to the left for any areas over here, that angle, and use that and kind of use it to project. And always look at the top of whatever that comes up to. You probably see it play out as resistance or something. It makes it a good take profit area for some strategies, or maybe a warning sign where a reversal is going to happen. Hey, there's Joe. How's it going, Joe? Yeah, I thought I would. Well, I was just doing some charts. I'm just posting some charts over to Telegram. So I started doing a membership stream, and then I thought, well, you know, because I'm really just managing my CoinX account. That's what I'm doing right now. But I went over everything in the membership stream, and then I decided, well, I can just come over here and just chart this stuff on the regular stream, let other people see it, and then post it. And actually take care of it. So I'm just kind of doing some maintenance stuff right now, really. Sue him! Oh, you're talking about Bill Maher? Mr. Mouse says price discovery is also when TA doesn't apply. I don't know of a situation where TA wouldn't apply, Mr. Mouse. I think I would have a tool to use anywhere on price. I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the statement, but just my comment. Doesn't matter. All right, Fibs, based on the golden ratio, I found it everywhere in nature. Exactly. And yes. And I think they're amazing. They're freaking amazing because they apply to everything. The human body. And they work out so well. And the strategies I picked up for Fibs, I mean, I'm just amazed by them. So I have no problems trusting my Fibs when it comes to price discovery. All right, so the next one on my list is, we did HBAR, didn't we? Believe it or not, I've got Bitcoin Cash. It's one of those old boomer coins that, see, I have a theory that, I mean, a lot of people are saying don't look to some of these old coins, but there were some that stayed at the top for a while, and that's what we kind of evolved through. And I think some of the boomers coming in from the traditional side, they've already made up their mind to kind of take some of those avenues. So coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially, top of the list. But I also think Litecoin and BCH may be on the back burner for something there. I'm calling me crazy, but they're on PayPal. They have, you know, they got Grayscale's already got funds for them and has had for a while. Horizon's on there too. That one looks interesting. But yeah, it's one of my plays, and this is using this on spot margin and CoinX actually allowed me to double my bag, so I've got twice as much of this than I had before, and that's why I'm doing it. Because I found a point in the market where I could double up on stuff really easy without having to have all the cash that I would normally need to do that. And that's why I like spot margin over perpetuals and other forms of leverage trading. It's a whole lot easier to maintain and manage, and your money is made for how you manage your trades. Really, that's where you squeeze the extra profits and everything out of, in my personal opinion. So for BCH, get on with it. I don't want perpetual. Well, screw it. We'll just do perpetual futures. I just need to. Okay, so I got a target right up there already. So I'm just, for me right now, I'm just looking for some places to take some profits. Retesting this area, which is an accumulation area for me. Alright, now let's see what else I can get. That's the overall fib. And we're below it. I'm not really crazy about that idea. So we're still kind of fooling around with this. I'll take this high all the way down to this low and see what I got, how it lines up. This one here might work better. That's why I'm just gonna piece it. Oh no, this one works pretty dang good. And I like that. Alright, we do the same concepts here for this. This is really a perfect accumulation area, in my personal opinion. We could even narrow it down to here with our fibs. another fib strategy that I just think is awesome. I don't know if anybody's even teaching that one. This is not normally the one that I would look for, but I'm just going to mark it here anyway. For where we're coming down to, I pull my fibs different. I don't know, or pull my fibs in this way, swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy. Yeah, there is a little difference there, so I'm going to bring you down here. That's 618. It's always a great place to look at. 0.5 might hold. 21 moving average is coming up there, so a little bit of confluence telling us that, hey man, maybe I'll stay around here instead. So I'll pay attention to that, and those are two areas I would be looking for if I wanted to add to my positions at $333. Ooh, I hope you don't see that. Seems like we found a bounce at this area at $400, and we're hanging around $457 now. Now that I got that information there, that was a 0.5 fib, right? Correct? And I'm just going to throw up a possible target there. I'm not going to comment too much on that one. I'm testing this one out. I'm doing some dry runs here on that one. But I've already got 703, so I can go ahead and are you coming down? That's what I'm on the weekly. I'm on the wrong time frame. I need to look on the daily. The daily says we're getting a bounce off of this little area right here. I like that. Coming up to 519. Yeah, I'm hanging for 690 on this one. If I was swing trading this and just looking for some shorter term targets, the fib, mostly the 618, because that should be an area that we just kind of gravitate toward. It's like boobies. You can't help it. If they're there, we got to look. Can't help it. It's just boobies. I'm talking to all the guys out here. And maybe a few of the women. I don't know. There's something magical about boobies, and there's something magical about 618 Fibonacci, and they just link in my head, and we just want to go there. The 382 is looking, it's got the most touches right here, right? Though that's at 532. We'll probably have a little hiccup in that area as we Bitcoin Cash tries to figure out what its goal in life is. Has a little life crisis at that area, and there's a possibility here on the daily, maybe a breakout. It does. That's cool. And then I do like that area, so I want to hit you up there. Just a little nibble out. And I'm going with 603 and 526 for a little profit taken on this one. Crap, I'm on the Bitcoin one. I got two pairs. I got Bitcoin Cash against the dollar, and I got Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin itself. And that's the one I really need to be looking at. Hey, I need to make a note about it. Ethereum. I think Ethereum's getting in a juicy spot, especially on a Bitcoin pair. It's getting at some historical levels that I haven't seen in quite a while, that usually panned out pretty well. I don't think you need to let Ethereum go totally off the radar. The big guys have their eye on it, and they like it at cheap prices, and eventually I don't think it's going to be so cheap. They just kind of want to distract you with other things over here while they gather up Ethereum, so don't let them get it all. Make sure you got your little bags of it, or whatever you're comfortable with, if you even want to play that at all. I'm trying to get a target to it in here. It's, what is it, 532. Why are you not working? Hey, we're on spot. It's not spot. All right. There we go. And now we can move on to the next one. Which to me is B&B. So I'm going in reverse order. It was the smallest to the largest I've got in there. There's some smaller accounts so I'm just trying to weed out and get some profit and bail. Because my DJ got a little crazy there. Got me in too many positions, so I'm trying to weed them out. But the opportunity was just so juicy, I had to do it. Ooh, look at you, B&B. You're respecting that trend line really well. Super well. Astonishingly well. Look at the Ichimoku cloud. She's suggesting that she's ready to ride off into the sunset. What's going on with you, B&B? You're looking awful bullish all of a sudden. It's very bullish to be above a trend line and tap it so many times when you could easily just fall back in here and make us all eat our words. So what's up? Got the old golden cross here on the 5-day. 50 crossing the 100. That's traditionally said through BDZ. Buy signal. Ascending triangle if you go by the triangle patterns, and I hate them, man, because they usually turn into channels. That's what they do, man. It's just what they do. And then they might drop down to the downside or break up bullish. You never know. Not my, as far as patterns go, it's not my most favorite things. You've got a lot of resistance up here in this area, a lot of sell pressure. With some wicks, you can see it, and then it kind of levels off. But still, there's like a wall there. It can't get past. Price just kind of consolidates and it squeezes, and then at some point it's going to squeeze like a big zit, like a big pimple, and explode. Usually either up or down. They say up, but the thing is, it doesn't take you very far. It usually takes you back into the channel. You do measure moves and all that, but it just, a triangle is nothing but just a part of a square. Or a rectangle, if you want to put it that way. It's basic geometry. So, I like trend lines. I like turtles. We had this and lost it. We're just going to kind of give it a little room here. I got a little wick down here. If I match things up, gives me a little bit of something, but I'm not crazy about that. There's no touches there. I need some touches on something. Right now, I'll just kind of track it. I'll take this bottom here, and we'll just kind of track this is the trend line it's respecting. That's when it needs to bounce off of. It looks like it wants to bounce to the upside. B&B, she's at 583, and looks like she can start coming up to 700. Can we get something? I got a target up at 849. I likes that one myself. Let's zoom out here. We're on the daily, nice possible little double bottom scenario. Let's see where we came from so we can know where we're going. Swing high to swing low. We came back to 1618, and you didn't get much further than that. And here we are at an 886, 786 area. This is an area where you commonly can get rejected. Holding a 236 fib area. If she can bounce off of this area, man, that's going to be a strong ass move. All right, so I've got some confluence on this. Megaphone pattern. You want to call it that. It's typically bears, breaks to the downside. This one didn't. It broke the upside, went parabolic, consolidating above it, respecting the hell out of that trend line. This is just, could be just the start of the parabolic move. So 849, I'm sticking with that little guy. There might be a nice bit if we can stay above this trend line. Not this weird one I got here, but this one right here. Straw red and big and fat. As long as we stay above that, man, we got a chance for something really big to happen. It's not going to happen all. It may not happen all at once. I don't know. Usually, sometimes when they get started, they can take off. But I don't know, man. It could be a really strong move. We've got the momentum here on the daily, pointing toward the upside. Looks good. I'm liking it. What the hell is this? What are you? I mean, I know what you kind of are. I'm going to check some angles real quick. Where do you end? Do you ever end? Going to erase this little guy. Watch me get anal. Watch me get OCD with this wrong. I just want to line up my line, man. I'm just picking on that angle. See where we got any confluence, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. That is actually cool. It's kind of the same idea we've been looking for some other stuff that's wicked up here as resistance, and it's like we're finding some support there, but that's not what I was trying to do with it. I was trying just to bring it up here to, we'd like to get 2 touches. Closest thing I got for 2 touches would be this wick and this wick. So I'll put it there just to kind of see. We may have a channel idea going here with a little confluence, 849 area. All right, so B&B, I'm gonna, and always, looking to the left there, you got some other areas, and this is where we're finding the resistance right now. The last high is what we had right there. Can't seem to get above it. And then this one right here. So 692. Well, I mean, if you're looking for a definite shorter term target, look for that. I'm looking for this one. I like to take bigger profits. I'm going to front run that 843. And I might do a little something here. What is that? 692. Just to get a little bit more dry powder out of this deal. So I'm taking some dry powder as I get it. We may get a nice move out of altcoins, but remember, we still got some, this is still a top area. We've still got some other areas of resistance we're going to come to. I'm planning on taking some profits on altcoins as they start coming up. There's no guarantees that we're going to keep going up. We might. I hope we do. I can add to my bag once we get there. Right now, I need some dry powder just in case that this top area has some idea of pushing us down further for altcoins, which could happen if Bitcoin dominance takes off and goes to the sky. All the money's when we go into Bitcoin, and they're not going to care so much about the thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of altcoins that are out there and the ones popping up every day. It's kind of diluting that. So I'm just playing that game. This might be an inverted head and shoulder thing, might be a nice reversal here. That's cool. That's a good start if it's going to. As it comes up here, I'm still paying myself. That's my game plan. You do what you want to do. But I need some dry powder for the next time that we take another big dumpy dump down, because they're not over. And I like having that dry powder. It helps me make a comeback quicker. Mr. Miles, you mean not CoinX because CoinX isn't allowed for US residents. So clearly you mean some other exchange. I'm in Japan right now. At least that's what my computer says. And as a Japanese, it's okay. Hi. Kudasai. Watashi wa Roda Daga desu ka. Guys, we replace Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin in those Bitcoin copies. Mr. Miles, I'm starting to think you are a Casper maximalist. He said CoinX again. He meant Binance. Looking out for my dog. He's looking out for me. When would the chart, what? When would the chart bust sizes? I like the way you think, Mr. Miles. I have to admit, do boobs follow the golden ratio too? I believe they do. The curve, we're getting a total, yeah, but I think so. The French curves following those ratios, I think so. I think we're referring to when I was talking about the 618 and boobs, kind of. That's just where we kind of grab it. I'm not gonna go back there. All right, so my next one. What else have I got, man? Dude, it's 9:36. Just gonna give myself a little bit more time here. I gotta get ready for our nightly stream coming up. Render. I'm starting to get making some ground here. Okay, RNDR. I was posting some charts, but I'm not. I think I'm posted RNDR. Ooh, baby, what you doing? You finding resistance there, like we thought you might. All right, I need to. Just don't like my charts are cluttered. So look, what was it? 1152. She was a fibby, if I've ever saw a fibby, and I'm sure she's a fib. Anyway, fib or trend line resistance. Nailed it. All right, so target got hit. Yay. And this was an angle play, right? Yes, this was an angle play. I don't think it's perfect though. Doesn't have to be, but I mean, I'd like where it would be cool if it was. I want a tweaker. She's a tweaking. All right, we got a little something there. So, look, I screwed it up. Anyway, might find some support here. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing. We get rid of that line. Tell me that line. I'm on the daily chart. Let's see, what are we doing? Looks like we came up and tested 618 or 786 there. 786 area. Okay, cool. That's probably a local top if we lost the non-moving average, so feel pretty confident that we can take another fib there and start targeting 0.5, 0.618 areas. So 50 moving average and 21 moving average are coming in at that 0.5 area, so that's a lot of noise going on right there. I think that looks like a good area to at least try to target, see what happens there. Now, when I put this out, I'm not saying just blindly put a limit order there, although you can. Sometimes I do, because sometimes I swing trade that way. If I'm busy, don't have time to mess with the charts, I might take that kind of risk, just knowing that it may not hold. But what I'm really saying is that when I put these targets out there, if you're looking for price, you watch them and you want to see them bounce there. If you don't see them bounce there, well, the only other thing they can do is go sideways or down, and that's not fun. So any targets that I got there, it's not just blindly buy. I mean, pay attention. Set an alert. Do what Joe says. Set an alert. I saw Joe say that. I'm going to steal that from you, Joe. You're still here, Joe. Set an alert at those areas and then see what's going on. Just because me or somebody else puts a target there doesn't mean it's going to bounce there automatically. That means it's an area to pay attention to, and an area that we're looking for something to happen. Or I am. At least that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying definite. But pay attention at those areas. Pay attention at the red areas, the target areas. Even the 1152, nailed it. You know, that was an area to pay attention to. It's not saying that by my strategy identifies a possible reversal area, which a lot of times they do really good at getting them. Not me, it's just the strategy that I use. And no matter how good your strategy is and things like that, if you're not actually managing your trade or even taking the trade, being in there. Because see, I think about how many times I've seen influencers. I'm going to call them influencers. You know, doing TA and everything, like on a tiny miniature chart, you know, not even taking the trades themselves, don't have the conviction to do it or anything. But yet, say if it goes in their favor to whatever, and then they say, how many are up? Yeah, I'm up. We're making the gains. I'm like, really? I don't see any gains. And I mean, you know, you can't warn people, hey man, don't do what I do. And then immediately assume that everybody's going to do what you do when things start going to the upside and patting yourself on. It's just weird. So, I don't know. I try to stay away from all that. I'm getting better at just not letting that stuff bother me anymore. It's just interesting. There's a lot of double speak, I think, on YouTube, but we're all biased, and that's something anybody that does TA, even you yourself, you're going to be more biased to what you see than what you see other people presenting. And sometimes it might overlap, and you're like, yeah, brother, I see that too. I like that. Or, well, that's an interesting idea. But most times, saying in the back of your mind, yeah, but I'm sticking with my way because that's what I got. And that's cool. We're just sharing. I'm just sharing. You don't have to agree with what I got going on at all whatsoever. Strategy or anything. Just, I'm just sharing my ideas. I'm keeping that up there because help that old algorithm out. Apparently, that's what you got to do these days just to get views is go around and all right, we call this and we call that and we call this and we call that and we call this. And I'm like, and you still got that same amount in your trading account. It ain't going up or down. Or sometimes I don't. Namaste. We're good. Let's see. Link, I think, is the next one. No, not Link. It's Phantom FTM. Whoa, wait a minute. I gotta set my targets for render first, though. Render, what are we doing? I don't. 1152. I'm 15. Yeah, no, call me crazy, but. All right, so I'm going to find a big old target for me to just sink my teeth into and put in there to wait for me to take some profits. Like 1220. That's a 786 Fibonacci. So render. Trade at 1220. Yeah. Throw this. I'm going to throw in some limit orders in there. Just taking a. Give me a little bit of dry powder. A little Bitcoin money going on here. Yeah, I'll sell some of you there. And I'm also liking this one at 12. No, wait a minute, we're 1220. Yeah, I don't want to do that. 1589, 1576. Which one I want to go with? I'll run with 1589. So I've set me 2 orders there. Just wait patiently for them to hit. I don't have to sweat it or anything. I just got to follow this trend line. When that trend line breaks, I just say, sorry, render, we must part ways for the time being. Because I don't want to ride her down to any downsides. And that's the main trend I'm playing. I'm cool. I can get out and profit. But right now I'm looking for 15, what? 89. Coolio. Alright, so FDM is the next one on my list here. That I'm managing on my account. These are actual trades that I'm managing right now. FDM spot buy bit. I'm over on CoinX. Do you have it on CoinX? I would like it in CoinX if you could give it to me in CoinX. Otherwise, I'm just going to go with old Binance here. So I'd confirm this on my own charts. It's you need to chart on the actual exchange that you use, that actual chart. So I kind of transposey. See if it lines up good enough. But ideally you want to chart on the same one that you're actually trading. Oh, you got a breakout? Not much volume right now in this particular candle to convince me that they're just gonna moon it. I like the Jimoku Cloud though. It's nice and thick. We're starting to touch it, which should suck us up into it. Might we get a successful breakout? That'd be cool. You can also look at it right here this way. You know, you got a breakout of that too. So we got a double breakout. Oh my God, a double breakout. Biggest thing is this trend line here. I don't want to see that break because that would suck. That trend line need to hold bad. Need to carry that sucker all the way down here. What else we got? We draw it all the way down here, then you're giving me too much wiggle room, but it's accurate wiggle room. Apply my little line strategies here. Okay, then now we're back to the same one. Cool, I can do it. I can go with that. I've got a divergent line here, and I track those secondary trend line. And I could actually tighten that one up to the wick, to the candle bodies here. So go for my last touch there. Oh, no, I'm almost got it. Yeah, to the candle body. It just gives me another line in the sand that I play with. If I see price go below that, I'm probably going to cut a lot of stuff. And if you look at this area over here to the left, I always look over to the left. If you got any price history over there, you know, it can be important. So it looks like we got a support resistance flip area right here where that blue line is. Cool. Another area. This little guy, I'm just going to put him in the background a little bit. Put this little guy in the background a little bit. He won't distract me as much. Main ones I'm paying attention to are here. Looks like we're getting a breakout. Could we go higher? I guess I'm a fib trader now because I seem to use them a lot. Bouncing off the 618, so I'm automatically looking about up to this area right here. About $1.58 could be coming into play there. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where you're gonna go. So just quickly get me some higher high areas I want to rock with. And also get me a few little targets here in the middle. I'm going to delete these lines because I don't think they're as relevant to me right now. Things shift a little bit as we, start making a new leg. Yeah, I don't want that one. I want to target 96 and 108. Those are two very good areas that for it to find some resistance at. May not even hit 108. May take it a while to hit 108. May have to bounce through here a few times, but those are the areas. I could go with 80, but that's just too soon. And besides, she should get a nice little bounce up to at least 89 before. And I'm skipping over that one too. So Phantom, I'm just going to pick 96. Take a little profit there. How much do I need to take? And at 108. And this way I just set this and forget it. I even like 115, but I doubt that one hits anytime soon, but we'll put it on there. So I set my limit orders and I don't have to, I'm on the daily. So, but if we get a big move up and she just goes crazy one day and, hits my orders and comes back down, I got dry powder to decide what I'm going to do with. And so I just got them set. Or Coinbase or Kraken or a phone. Mr. Miles says, he's having a conversation. I won't comment. We're in a bull crab. That's what it feels like. Of course, today it felt nicer. Joe says, yes, set an alert. I love my alerts. Soon the alerts will give my anxiety, do all the alerts that will be going off, or give me anxiety at the market chasing. Yeah. I need to my alert story. They started bugging the crap out of me, so I had to turn them down. I need to get them activated again, but it got to be where they go off and I ignore them. However, I found that if I set them on my phone, I'm more likely to respect them. But when it comes on my computer, for some reason, I don't know why, it sounds crazy. When it pops up on my computer, it irritates me. When it pops up on my phone, I get excited. It makes no freaking sense, but that's what I'm dealing with. But I have found on the exchanges, you can set alerts on the exchanges too. Like on CoinX or Mixi or whatever, they'll let you set alerts, set the price in and it'll alert you. That's cool. That's how I get around that. But when I try to use it on TradingView, I don't know. It makes me mad. Because one of them won't shut up. And then sometimes, I don't know, man. I don't always have the sound turned up. Yeah. So I have trouble with my computer, but there are ways around it. But yeah, setting alerts are awesome. And that's a lot of people use that very effectively in their strategy. I highly recommend it if you can get into the habit of using alerts. So in other words, instead of setting limit orders like I just did, you can set alerts instead, and then you get a notification, and then you decide, do I want to do that? And that's a smarter way. It's a smarter way because you can safeguard because you don't know. I'm taking a little bit more of a risk by putting a limit order and just letting it ride, but I'm used to trading that way because I've done that for a long time. So I'm cool with it, but it's not for everybody. Everybody is different. It's all based on the risk tolerance and everything. So wherever you hear me, he says, oh my God, I would never do that. Well, okay, set alert. Set alert. We're good. And then pay attention. That's all the targets. Any targets I put up here, whether they nail it or they just go by it or don't even come close to it, it's just areas that we pay attention to. And sometimes, I do a few extra things there. That's all. But, I mean, this is just stuff that works well for me. It has worked well. And maybe it'll work well for you too. And if you see me do it and see some other people doing some similar, I don't know. I mean, see what you get. This is a grab bag, baby. Experience is your best teacher in this market. I like this. We had this trend line right here, starting to come up and deviate a little bit, and it still didn't come back and touch it. Technically, I mean, I could start looking at another one right there, and there's a little confluence starting to show up. So these are some of the early signs of a possible parabola forming here. When we start getting some deviations from trend lines, and that's a slight curving that's happening here. And if it curves a lot, this next move might be, I know it's crazy, right? We're going to get one of those situations where, oh, that's just crazy, until that one day when we look back and like, holy shit, it's a family channel. And I mean, yeah, $1.59 might be a target right there. The megaphone pattern, I mean, it's at an area. She got really bullish there. They can start getting tricky here, but we're looking for it to at least come up close to where it was before. And if she starts going higher, well, then it could be on the radar to touch up here. If we see that she doesn't quite do it, well, that's it. Usually the first signs of it losing steam, and may eventually, next time it touches the bottom of the pattern, we may just keep going. Those are some of the things I look for when it comes to these pattern ideas. So I just look for a lot of confluence, man. I just look for a lot of things pointing in the same direction, pointing at the same areas, and that seems to... It's like taking a vote, man. The eyes have it, and I'm like, all right, guess I'm jumping in now. And it works a lot of the times. But the biggest things are my trend lines and support and resistance. The indicators, which I forgot to even turn on there, I mean, they're just there for confluence, man. I just glance at them and I get their input too. I don't trade just based solely off my indicators, but I listen to them. And so, what say ye, MacD? I'll give it an A. What say ye, stochastics? I say nay. And, we just tally the votes, and, we kind of go off in those directions there a little bit, or at least influences. Sometimes I have to step in and say, hell no, we're not doing it. Taking the day off. Let's take a look at Link. That's another one. I'm starting to wipe these out pretty good. Oh, what's up with Link? That don't look healthy. Same thing, breaking out of a channel, and then we get a possible flag or maybe a bounce in this area. But I've been seeing this on several of the things that we looked at, and it's just depending on how far away from the channel that it is. Some of them are just right up. This is happening right beneath it, and then some of them it's happening a little ways away. Something to note. Let's get rid of all this stuff and take a look and see what we are doing. Nice. It looks like we're just retesting the accumulation level to me. Just having a little retest. Nice flat bottom there. Now, we like the rounded bottoms, but those flat bottom ones they do some things too. Now, don't let them, they will slap it on you. They will put it on you. Don't be judgmental because the bottom's flat and not all nice and rounded. They throw it on you. Trust me. And look, threw it on you right there. Didn't you see it coming, did you? This is so boring, dude. Link just saying at $5. And all of a sudden it got up to 23 and like, Okay, let's do a little evaluation here. Take this last high. Identify that area accumulation of the 236. All right, let's pull it up here to this high. There we go. There's our retest of a larger accumulation area. That's how I'm interpreting it. Read it how you want to, buddy. That's how I see it. And probably retesting 1765 to be coming pretty soon. She made a lower low. That's a little concerning. So now we're following trend lines now. let's respect this one and that one. And that's about as close as I can get. Well, that sucks. What we got here? Oh man. I'm just saying, it's just on the table. It doesn't have to happen, but it's on the table that if these areas don't hold, that $9 comes back into play. And you know, there's some areas over here where wow. Remember that previous accumulation zone? Confluence. But we're making the higher lows, so we're not in danger of that yet. Some consolidation of price here at those higher lows. It's going to squeeze like a pimple and see which way she's going to go, but the 50 across the 200, that's typically bearish. If that 100 crosses the 200, well, then we got nothing on the other side to cheer for us. That's kind of scary. Basically what I'm saying is chop, probably come back up, retest this area, and then we got to see, man, because she can easily get rejected there, and then we're coming down. Just retest this area, and if it doesn't hold, then we're coming down, or can come down. So that's what I'm seeing written in the cards. But she's got a chance. She's got a chance to hold the support here. If we're on the 5-day, which seems to be relevant for the moving average on this day, it's holding that 200 area pretty well. And it held it over here pretty well too. That's interesting. So, Chainlink's kind of in limbo right now, breaking beneath the trend line, and that's just bearish to me. Our hopium is that she would break up above it. Chainlink, I'm not even going to put a sell order in. That's one I'm just kind of riding and holding. All right, cool. I think I've pretty much got the biggest majority of all the smaller positions I got on that small margin section taken care of. They're doing well. I'm up on everything. I'm not in danger. I'm free and clear. I'm just letting them ride. All right, cool. So I think that's pretty much all I was going to go over tonight on this particular stream. See what you guys are talking about. Haven't lost a single trade in all of 2024. It's because you're holding Casper, Mr. Miles. No, good. That's actually something to brag about. My family curses all the time, says Mr. Miles. I know you probably have a. Oh, Mr. Miles says, do you sell your mine, Casper, or hold? No, I'm holding it. I'm not even. I don't even have a return on my investment yet. I'm about halfway there. Man, the rewards have dropped off so much. Wow. Or so, you know, I'm sure the people 6 months before I got involved were amazed how much they dropped off. No, I'm just sitting there holding it because I got faith in Casper. That is, some people might view that as untraceable money. Oh gosh, did I say that out loud? Mr. Miles, should I have pizza or Chinese for dinner? Joe says Chinese. Chinese, just a orange chicken sounds kind of cool. General Tso's, it's kind of what I like. Mr. Miles says the Casper next week keeps getting stronger. That's why you're making less and less. Sir. It's always the dollar's fault. Moneymaker, would you take a look at the S&P? Do you see the possibility of any more upside? Hey, what was it doing today? I mean, I haven't really even checked it since all the news came out with the fangled inflation reports. Yeah. Hey man, if you don't like how things are happening, man, you just change. If you don't like the word, you just change the definition. That's the world that we live in right now. No, I am not that. I am this. I identify, or I am inflation. So, I mean, even inflation is confused about its identity at this point. So we are what we are, or whatever is going on up there. Change the definition, I guess. Whatever helps them sleep at night for raping the whole world, I say. Oh, S&P, that's what we're at. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. I've got you on, yeah. No, you're not there. I usually do ES1. And that's the mini futures. Let's just do S&P. What does they? Oh, S&P 500 on Oh, you did it! Oh my gosh! She bounced, dude. Swing low to swing high. That's a 236 bounce from here. She went over her high. It looks like she might have even retested that. If she's bouncing from here, this is hellaciously possibility. This will be huge, and this could spill over to crypto. And this is part of what happened today that's been bullish for us. This right here. Oh my gosh, for real, dude. One, I'm going to go ahead and get this target because this one should hit. And that's at 58.04. That should be coming into play. It has a lot of possibility to just knock that out of the park. But what I'm... This is what I'm seeing happen on the S&P 500. You've got to break out, retest. We can go strong parabolic. It may just breeze right through that. Let me do... Let's see if we can get an idea about where she is going to go. If she decides to go parabolical, I'll put just 3 targets right there. Uh-oh. I need to color code them so I remember. At a glance what I'm looking at when I come back to it. All right, man. It looks like there's maybe a strong one. She maybe just be shooting up like crazy. Of course, we only got just a couple more days in the week here, so. Today's Wednesday. We got 2 more days to see this sucker go up. I'm looking for a possibility of that 7,044 area. I mean, it could happen. I mean, if it's a real strong move, I'd see that. Where it could find, get a bounce or get some rejection there. But short term, 57.54. That maybe tomorrow or the next day might hit that. She's showing a sign of a. Oh man, she's ready. She came down, she bounced, she respected that 21 moving average, regained the 9. And that was the 5-day chart. Here we are on the daily. Trying to figure out how to some resistance here. So I mean, we were on a bigger time frame there. Let's come to the daily. So like tomorrow, this week, to put it more into 54.06, I can see that getting hit and probably rejected, maybe rejected there. Momentum looks strong. So let's color this line. I don't know why I got yellow. Let's color it white. That was the last high. We bounced above that. We didn't even come back and test it. We may come back and touch it at some point if we get some rejections over here. But I would just follow. I'd follow this trend line now. And it's starting to make a rising triangle, which has like a 60% chance to break to the downside. I know you'll hear 68, but Thomas Bukowski says 60. I'm rolling with him. He's got more experience than the YouTubers I've seen saying that. So maybe 54. Might have a pullback there, trying to check it out. But if she breaks the upside of this, it's on, baby. It's going to be a real strong move. If she breaks above this particular trend line we're looking at right here, she's going to start shooting up. Pretty cool. And then that could travel over to crypto. Kind of curious to where the market makers are going to park us for the weekend. I'm always looking at that idea. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here and get ready for the nightly stream, which back-to-back streams. Wow. Where we just kind of screen through a bunch of altcoins and stuff. This was just me kind of managing a portfolio. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I'll be back in, I don't know, about 30 minutes or so. Mr. Mouse says they changed the definition of recession, the definition of vaccine, definition of women, and you're very, very true, sir. See you guys in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging out.